Okay, and this one is to answer your second question. So when I hear people speak about a spiritual awakening, I mean, it can mean different things to everybody, but you mentioned greater good. So to me, an awakening is just connecting more with your intuition and having a different perspective than you had before. And the reason people use the word awakening is because you're having more clarity. Clarity is the greatest gift we have. It's the thing I spend my life seeking more and more of all the time. And clarity works on like levels. What is clear to you today, newly clear to you, I should say, is like a new foundation of clarity. And if you keep seeking it every day, you're going to step higher and higher, and that foundation is only going to grow. So the clarity you had, a month ago is now going to be kind of old news, and you're going to be constantly seeking more clarity. That's why you're feeling the pull, P-U-L-L, to leave, because it's almost like your clarity starting to outgrow where you are. Does that make sense? And you're feeling the need to leave so you can continue to grow freely. Again, you might be on the cusp, but I don't think you're quite there. And there's nothing wrong with that. So if you keep seeking what you're seeking, it's only going to become clear. And eventually you're going to be to a point where there's no way you can stay. And you mentioned all the factors. Totally understand that. Anybody that's ever been through a divorce or separation can understand that the factors can be the last thing kind of holding you in place. But again, as you outgrow that situation vibrationally, those factors aren't going to be that big of a factor anymore. It's going to be like, however the chips fall, they're going to fall. So what you can do, and you mentioned greater good, if you just focus on feeling the best you can feel about the situation and about your future, that's always going to steer you in the right direction. And it's going to help things fall in a much cleaner, better way. Okay. So instead of focusing on leaving something behind, like a marriage, I want you to shift your focus on how you want things to be. And for now, don't think about that in terms of like freedom from a marriage. Just think about things like, gosh, I'm looking forward to the freedom to go in whatever direction I feel I need to go in for my growth. Or, gosh, I'm looking forward to the freedom to change my belief system if that's what I need to do right now. And so by doing that, you're shifting your focus and therefore energy to the things you're wanting to create and how you want it to be, instead of focusing on the things that maybe you're feeling like you need to leave behind. And so where your focus is going, that's where your energy is flowing. And as you flow that energy toward what you want, the outcome that you'd like to have, that's the momentum that you're heading in. And if you continue to do that, if your marriage is supposed to be left behind, then eventually the energy is going to kind of pick you up and almost carry you through where you're supposed to be. And it's going to just almost feel effortless. And that's the beauty of being a deliberate creator when it comes to your energy. Sure, you could leave today and you could just go through a whole lot of hell, and it might end up being great in the future. But I don't want to go through a whole lot of hell. I want it to be lovely. So yeah, just put your focus where you want it to be right now, and you can't go wrong with that.